No wonder Bardstown Bourbon Company made the choice of buying this brand almost immediately upon tasting their whiskey. Today, we are going to be talking about the Green River Rye, the first rye release from Green River. And I got to tell you why this should be on your radar. You should really be giving this one a chance. So, thank you for joining me today, whiskey friends. Let's kick off the show. Hello again, whiskey friends. Today we are going to be talking about the Green River Rye. This one is the first rye release from Green River, and look at that. It's got a horseshoe on the bottom. Who doesn't love hyping a good horsey related bottle? So, with this Green River Rye, let me pull up the stats here. The most important thing about it is the fact that it is coming in at $35. We are talking very budget friendly whiskey. And I have even seen it on sale recently for as low as $30. So it's already kind of poking at that $30 range. It is one of the best whiskeys when it comes to this price range. Spoiler alert. And this was a special gift from some good whiskey friends. Thank you, Katie and Ethan, who got me this bottle and then managed to sneak it into a blind before I even got well acquainted with it. And it stood out in that blind, which makes me extra happy to do this review today. It is 95 proof, also non age stated. When it comes to the proof, do not let that fool you. I will show you how oily this thing is as we get into the tasting. And it is non age stated, though I got to imagine, pure speculation, probably a blend of 4 to 5 year ryes, but that is pure speculation on my part, given just where Green River is in their distillery age. Now, with this bottle, as we go through this, I'm going to go through the nose, the palate, and the finish, and then we'll get into the final scores. So, thank you for joining me this far, everybody. Cheers. Oh. The nose, for the most part, is bright leaning. There are lots of flavors of cherry, eucalyptus, and quite a bit of vanilla. Now, even though it is mostly bright leaning. There's a lot of cinnamon and spices going on, even a bit of a burnt pie crust. So, for the most part, though, I'm talking about something that's mid to bright leaning on the nose. So, when it comes to the nose, I am totally giving this one a thumbs up. It is very delightful, very refreshing, and it has a few characteristics, particularly that cherry note, that make it stick out amongst the rye crowd, especially the rye crowd at this price point. All right, let's get in the palate. Oh man. On the palate, strangely rich and viscous when it comes to the mouthfeel. I mean, you got to see this. Let me swirl it around a little bit here. You got to see how oily this thing is as it just coats the glass. For something that's 95 proof, that is actually kind of crazy. So it doesn't come across as something that's been watered down at all. And then you feel all of that as you're walking through, and the flavors are pretty pronounced. The flavors themselves travel the same range that we were talking about on the nose. Lots of cinnamon, lots of spice, quite a bit of cherry, quite a bit of vanilla. The other thing that sticks out is the fruits. So it's definitely orange leaning, but I'd even equate it to almost sipping on a fruit smoothie. Like there's a medley of fruits, but they've all been blended together into this rich, thick texture. So that's what I'm going to say about the palate there. This one, for a rye in particular, I am giving a thumbs up. All right, let's get into the finish. Hmm. Getting into the finish, I mean, the flavors are Mostly consistent, longer finish than you would be expecting from something that's 95 proof. Whole lot of vanilla cream, whole lot of spice. Man, and it just travels forward so much. Getting a lot of those citrus flavors, the fruit smoothie, leaning into the orange, that is still lingering forward as well. I mean, it finishes like a fruit smoothie. It finishes like a fruit smoothie. Weirdest thing for a rye. And then once again, come on, look at that. Look at those oils. I'm always marveled by it on how rich and viscous this thing is. And you can just see it as it coats the glass. For 95 proof, I just wonder what this is in terms of its entry proof for it to taste and feel this well coming out at 95 proof. So with the finish, giving that one a thumbs up as well. So then going into the final scores, had it at a final score of an 80, experience score of an 80, and a value score of 100. If I could, I would just go above the 100 because this value is absolutely ridiculous. I'll get into some of those into my final thoughts, but the things that I would compare it to, the other things that have come out recently, it doesn't make any sense for it to be $35. Not that they should charge anymore, but get it while you can. So with the final score on this one, I came up with an 82 out of 100. This one really impresses me. It is ranked 8 out of 15 bottles that have been reviewed so far this year. And for a 95 proof budget rye, that does make it stick out from the pack. That's pretty impressive. Out of an all-time ranking, then, that puts it at 64 out of 165. That really makes me anticipate getting some single barrel proof ryes from Green River. They may be sitting on some of the best rye in the country, and we're just now finding out. So for some final thoughts on the Green River Rye, gosh darn, for $35, you cannot go better than this. If you haven't given ryes a shot, this would be a good one to give a shot. The things that I would compare it to are like twice the price. One of them would be the Bardstown Bourbon Company rye. The Origin rye from Bardstown, I think, is $50 or $60. I mean, I wasn't a big fan of that one for that price. This one would just crush that one in a blind, I think. And I think that's the thing that sticks out to me too. I've now had this one in a blind flight, and it still stuck out as impressive. So I have no problems hyping this one up. I really think this is one that everyone should try, should give a shot, and should get excited for, because this is only the first release of it. The trajectory on this one, as we go through into 2026, 2028, beyond, as it gets older and we get to experience more single barrels, it's only going to get better. So once again, starting out the video, ending the video how I started out, no wonder Bardstown was so aggressive in their acquisition of Green River. That was 2 years ago. They knew what they were buying, and now it's time for you to find out. So thank you for joining me for today's review. If you know anything about this bottle in terms of its mash bill or age, I'd appreciate some more details in the comment. And if you've tried it, what did you think of it? So interested to hear some more opinions on this one. Well, thank you for joining me today, everybody. Catch you on the next whiskey review. Goodbye, everybody.
Jeff, just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say hello again. Oh, Jeffrey, you should just be friends with me. But you have these whiskey friends, and you say